The supremacy of breath. The breath is supreme. God Himself is the breath of life. Nothing can be achieved without cultivation of the breath. All the senses worship He who is seated in the middle of the breath. Take refuge in breath, for breath provided everything that has ever come to be. You are the essence of breath. Death seizes all of the body's power and in turn the body ceases. But death was unable to even touch the breath. The breath certainly is the immortal one. The self is the truth of truth, and the breath is truth, and the self is the truth of the breath. Which is the one God? The breath. He is Brahman. They call Him that. They who know the breath of the breath have realized the ancient primordial Brahman. The breath is the vitalizer of all, that which puts us in touch with all things through perception, that which unites us mentally with the body. Those who know this attain union in the transcendental world of the self. The breath is much more than a means to uncover the individual consciousness. It is also a bridge to the infinite consciousness being rooted in the Supreme Spirit. The breath is the living presence of God. Self-luminous is that being, and formless. He dwells within all and without all. He is unborn, pure, greater than the greatest. From Him is born the breath. One knows, I am breathing. It is a matter of conscious experience, of intentional awareness of the breath. By means of breath meditation we will come to know the true nature. By observing the breath we will come to know who we are. This is the purpose of breath meditation. One who knows one-pointedness and non-distraction of mind by means of the awareness of in-breaths and out-breaths, brings to bear the faculties, the powers, the enlightenment factors. Breath meditation is the natural gateway into profound awareness. If mindfulness of breath is practiced continuously, then your last breath will be in knowing, not in unknowing. Through awareness of the breath you make yourself aware of awareness itself, conscious of consciousness. Thus the only thing you ever need to do is observe and experience the breath at the tip of the nose. Though a lot of other things will happen, it will not be your doing, but the natural consequence of meditation itself. Breath meditation and the etheric mental body. Various yogic texts inform us that the breath arises directly from the etheric mental body. Breath meditation centers our awareness in the etheric levels of our being. By concentrating our attention on the movement of the breath, our awareness enters into the very root of our existence, which is the etheric mental body. The process of meditation takes place within the etheric mental body, the seat of the self. In breath meditation, Through increasing awareness of the breath, we begin experiencing the etheric mental body to a greater degree. The more we meditate, the further we penetrate into the infinite consciousness. The formless and placeless etheric mental body is perfect unity, and is our real nature. Those who continually attune and merge their consciousness this way with the etheric mental body will in time become identified with the true self and with the Supreme Spirit. Since all things have arisen from the etheric mind, this merging is the beginning of cosmic consciousness. Since the breath arises from etheric mental body, it leads us to the spirit, into pure consciousness itself. This is why we are told to follow the breath. Breath and mind arise from the same source. The source can be reached by observing the breath. Regulation of the breath is accomplished by watching its movements. Simplicity of practice. The simpler and more easy the meditation practice, the more deeply effective it is. This is a universal principle in the realm of inner development and experience. In the inner world of meditation, things are often just the opposite to the way they are in the outer world. Whereas in the outer world a strong, aggressive force is most effective in producing the change. In the inner world it is subtle, almost minimal force or movement that is most effectual, even supremely powerful. Through regular and prolonged practice there are higher experiences and effects that will open up for the meditator. As time goes on, the efficiency of the practice and the resulting depth of inner experience will greatly increase, transforming the practice into something undreamed of by the beginning meditator, for the change really takes place in the meditator's consciousness. Practice is the key. Concentrate on the breath. This will focus the mind and prevent it from wandering. Use your intelligence and try to unite the mind with the breath. Sit quietly and concentrate on the breath. There is no need to do anything else. Breath meditation by itself reveals to us the truth of body, feelings, mind, and mental phenomena. There is no need for special methods on our part. By holding to the breath and the nose tip alone, all will be manifested to us in time without our needing to look elsewhere. In times of stress, the Buddha said that breath meditation leads to a vast harvest and great riches. One of the benefits is its calming effect during times of mental stress. If at such times we will fix our attention on the breath at the tip of the nose, we will find that our minds will begin to quiet, although with people and in the midst of activity. Do this when we encounter any emotional or mental disturbance. The wise tell us that breath meditation has the ability to cut off all disturbed thoughts and inner states. Breath meditation is the treasure where liberation is to be found. We go into meditation so we can become more conscious and better equipped to live our life. The change will not be instant. In time we should see a definite effect in how we live. Thus, by contemplating on the body of breath, in times of stress he becomes detached, less affected by stress in the world.